is Mark Marengo. I'm a British menswear designer, and I welcome you here in the Duke of Newcastle suite in Home House, which is a lovely historical building in the heart of London. I approached Merchant Money 6 months ago to help me fund my new venture, which was basically digital made to measure, whereby we wanted to launch a very novel concept whereby once clients were fitted once, they would then thereafter buy online their suits or jackets and receive them in 3 weeks. My experience of Merchant Money was incredibly smooth. Danny Guran, who was the person I communicated with, gave me within 24 hours a decision and came to visit us on our premises in Moorgate to get an understanding of the business, and I can thoroughly recommend their company. We received the funds within 48 hours, and it was just a very wonderful process.
Every product I would design, I would always start by looking at it and thinking, how can we make that different? I try as far as I can to start with a blank canvas. So for example, when I started designing shoes, I thought, what is the main problem when you wear a shoe as a client? And for me, the main problem is breaking in that shoe. I realized that actually the last of the shoe was not following the contour of the foot. So I started from the ground up. I didn't think about the design of the shoe. I thought initially about the comfort. And so we created a shoe whereby, when you put it on the first time, you can walk out of the store and wear it in an evening. And, we always get comments from people saying, oh God, your shoes are so comfortable. So that's how I approach, product design. We make everything in Italy. I work with small workshops. I don't work with the obvious ones. These products, although they are machine made, there's a very big hand element to them. But the other thing is, quality-wise, obviously the fabric. The fabric is the best fabric you can get, mostly Italian and also Yorkshire fabric. We're very well known for our very sharp cut and for the attention to detail that we do on every product. So I'm really excited to be bringing this to China, and with the help of Pao Zhang to adapt it slightly to the Chinese tastes. We have 2 brands. When the credit crunch occurred, I realized there was a market for well-made suits, but at a reasonable price point. And so I created 6 years ago the Mark Steven collection, moving a little bit away from the city look, but more, I would say, more designer-led. So a little bit like Ted Baker, Paul Smith, but at a very affordable price. And the hope, obviously, with that brand is that people buying into that brand will then transition towards the Mark Marengo brand, which is our luxury brand. I believe the model of just staying in the shop and having my salespeople static, waiting for the client to come in, is over. I'm looking at the business from a totally different point of view than probably a lot of other people are doing, whereby if they went to America or another country, they would open a store. I do not think with social media that's needed anymore. We are intending to push the business for both brands online, very much so. Again, using, in a way, the free publicity that being on Savile Row gives us. I want to send my visiting tailors to the CEOs of the banks, etc., to do the made-to-measure for them, but also offer them the pret-a-porter. And quite frankly, with this model, the world is our oyster. I realized how much importance the Chinese put on the term guanxi. We also in England and even in Italy also attach a lot of importance to the human relationship. And so I was really delighted when I met Mr. Zhuang to find that we had a very good connection together. So I have incredible confidence in the future that we can, working closely together, develop a great business.